That just sounded a bit serious. Sis doesn't want to play anymore. We've got Angel here with us tonight, looking after her for her mum again. I just went down the hallway. They should be back in a minute. Let's have a look and see where they are. There's one. What's going on? Well, back to my paper bag. Hello, girl. There's the other one. Here we go. There we go. That's a bit better. Now the problem is Angel's sitting here watching, but she hasn't had as much socialisation with other cats like mine have. So she's sort of lost the ability to play. She just starts to get involved. Then when they chase her, she rolls over onto her back and hisses. She seems to take it a bit too serious. And the noises there might sound like they're serious, but to be honest, Xena, the one on her back, is actually the more aggressive of the two when it comes to it. Aren't you, sweetie? You're the boss cocky. Even Grey now runs down the hallway screaming when she chases him. Whee! So Fluffy Grey and Xena are down the hallway. Oh, no, Xena's back here. Xena's not too sure about Angel. Snoznose has rumbled with her a couple of times and they seem to play a bit better, but as I said, sometimes she goes on the defensive and then hisses, and that puts Snoz off, because when his sister hisses at him, that's when she's peeved. Isn't that right, mate? Isn't that right, eh? Hey? Getting ready to jump. Who are we attacking? There we go. Get the sister. And off we go. Hit and run. There we go. There's another one. Hey! And there you go. Xena's a little bit more aggressive, and so she's not quite into the plaything. She tries to get in. There it goes. It's just when the little one hisses, and that sort of makes it all more aggressive. As I said, Xena's a little bit more aggressive anyway. Let's say a little bit more dominant. But yeah, when Angel actually hisses at her, she takes that as an affront and gets a bit more aggressive herself. There you are, you were both under there. But then, see, I can come up to Xena and go, "Hey, Xena, how are you, girl?" "Ah, yes, you are, aren't you, eh?" And there's no sign of aggression to me at all. And then straight back after her brother. Oh. And here's Angel. Angel's down here pulling at my coat arm. So she's not terrified. She's just still a little bit unsure of the boisterousness of my two when they're at it. And as I said, my two have had the benefit of being socialised with the street cats, having access to indoors and outdoors the whole time, whereas since Angel was sick with the cat flu, which she's now over, she's been inside Sue's house with 5 adult cats who are not really play cats, let's say. So I'd say her experiences are a damn sight different to my cats, which have had a combination of being told off by some adults and by being welcomed and played with by other adults. She has had the benefit that her mum visits her every night at Sue's, only for a short period of time, and Ginger, before he was hit by the car last week. Come on now, you two, not too gruff. When, as I said, Ginger was hit last Monday night. Ginger used to visit, and he would have been friendly. I don't know if he would have been playful with Angel. Sasha is another visitor at Sue's place, and I would say he's not playful at all. He's more standoffish with the other cats. Although he used to play with Ginger before Ginger got hit. And by the way, that snoz is, I think it's furballing. He's been doing it all night tonight, this little packing cough he's got. Maybe it's just as his nose is clearing. He's still on the antivirals. He's a little bit over halfway through his course. But he's certainly come back to life, whereas for the 3 weeks after he had the cat flu, he just lay in my arms virtually and felt sorry for himself. 3 days after the antivirals were first administered, he started to get some life back, and then we're now about, I think, 5 or 6 days in, and he's a ball of energy. He's becoming more independent. He still comes in during, oh, that's right, knock everything over, sure. Is there anything you missed that time? How about the coffee cup? You didn't get that. I speak to them like I'm pissed off, but I'm not. I accept that that's the way they are. Should have heard me when they hit the milk bowl before, just after I filled it up and it went flying. Milk and biscuits everywhere. It's not cereal time. Breakfast is done with. Hello, sweetie. As you can see, when I stroke her, she bobs down. She's quite compliant and friendly to me, but as I said, totally different environment that she lives in over there. So, hey, Angel. Still a beautiful cat. There you are. There was a little play. No hissing that time. That's a good sign. What are you doing with my remote? What do you want to watch? Well, you've put the program guide up. It's still on NCIS though. You've got to push the big round button if you want to have a look at something else. Hey? Hey? Ah. My little boy, hey? My little boy. Hey? Can I have my remote back? Oh, you put a hole in the hand that time. That's the problem being old. You've got skin like tissue paper. When they don't mean. I mean, if they wanted to dig their claws in, they could really do some damage. It's only ever a little light nick to the skin. The claw tends to catch and gives you a little slight gash that's not very deep, but as you can see, I wiped it away before. You can barely see where it is. That's one of the problems of being old. Bits start falling off you. Which is the one thing that scares me riding the bike. If I go down the road these days, I'm sort of used to tear little bits of gravel rash and heal within a week. I don't know if it would be so easy these days. There we are, in silhouette. Sorry about the light contrast. It's El Cheapo phone, El Cheapo camera. I've got plenty of bright light on, the LED lights. Double batten light up in there. So there's plenty of light in the room, and the hallway lights on. So, but this camera doesn't pick up well in the shadows. Even if I put the camera's little torch light on, it doesn't show underneath the chairs or anything. We're up to nearly, 10.5 minutes, we're over 10.5 minutes, nearly up to 11. Excuse me. I'll end it there, and I'll wait till they speed up again, and I might do some more, and I'll slice a bit up for some shorts and maybe put this whole video length on for those that are interested in watching. But Angel's second night staying over, the other one was 2 weeks ago, and the kittens had a play date over there the week before that. But yeah, there's been a bit of a gap in between, as I said, and hello, beautiful. Hey, Snossie. And I think she's lost a little bit of her socialisation skills with cats her own age, being surrounded by 5 sultry adult cats that have grown up in that house together. And honestly, from what I've found out, don't really socialise with their owner that much. Only one of them sits with her or lets her pat it. The rest of them seem to keep their distance, whereas in this household, mine constantly climb over me, lie on me, sleep with me, jump on me, treat me like part of the furniture, use me, abuse me, and then the only decent thing they do is they sit politely near the food bowl and look at me as if to say, "Please sir, can I have some more?" Anyway, I'll leave it at that. We're over 12 minutes now.